Alright, so as you guys know, in Rise crossover, there is a new meta of basically having. Alright, so we're gonna be getting higher DPS. I think we're gonna try and get to the very highest today. So our current weapon right now is the Reaper Sight with sharpness 8. We got very lucky in Vorpal 7, which is super crazy. Unfortunately, it is on an E rank, which is just absolutely. What we're just gonna do right now is we're just gonna be buying from the weapon shop, and we're just gonna be buying a ton of these. We're gonna be spending basically all of our hard-earned cash here on the Reaper Scythe, and we're gonna get it to like A rank. So this is gonna be kind of nice. I think the damage that we can have after this is pretty high actually, so I'm super excited to see our final damage. And if we could get sharpness 8 again, that would actually be like really nice. And after this, we're gonna be farming all the way to an SS rank sword, because you can get an SS rank sword here. So here we're gonna be doing the enchants. We're not gonna be enchanting the best sword that we have right now, so we're just gonna be upgrading. We're not gonna be touching this one right here because it has like the best enchants. We're just gonna be touching the lower ones. Okay, 10k gems. 10k gems. This is gonna take a while, so I'll probably just skip when we're done. So it's 16 trillion from 10 trillion. So 10 trillion from E rank to 16 trillion in D rank. So that's actually kind of nice. I wonder how much damage an A rank is gonna have. I think it's gonna be around a QA. Our goal is to get to QA level DPS soon. That is our ultimate goal. Okay, so we don't have any more. Now we are gonna upgrade and upgrade all the way to B rank. So C rank is 22 trillion. It's kind of nice. B, I think we need one more for the A rank, right? Because now we have several B rank weapons. We're gonna need a few more actually. So I'm gonna farm a few QA again and then be right back, because I think I need one last B rank sword to get the A rank. And right now currently the B rank has 73 trillion. So we need a few more of them to get to the last D rank. Then when we get the last D rank, we can upgrade that to get the last C rank. And then once we get the last C rank, we can upgrade that to get the last B rank that we need for the A rank. So yeah, enchants, upgrader, then okay, what? Alright, so upgrader, the Reaper Sight, right? Reaper Sight, 1, 2, 3, rank D. Now we've got a bunch of rank D weapons as well. So a bunch of rank D weapons. Now we have enough rank C, I believe. So Reaper Sight, Reaper Sight, Reaper Sight. That's rank B. And now, for the moment of truth, guys, for the moment of truth, we're gonna have 1, 2, 3. And then rank A, boop. That's gonna be around 138 trillion without even the enchants and whatnot. So when we equip that, that should comfortably put us at a very high damage, because the rank E sword that we had 104 trillion. So if we put a good enchant on this one, we might actually get somewhere. Okay, so 138 trillion, 57 powder dust, Vorpal 7, Vorpal 2, loot 2, sharpness 5, Vorpal aspect, and loot 3. Interesting, but we need something like sharpness 7 and burning flame. That is crazy. This is crazy. This has to be one of the best ones out there. Sharpness and burning. That is crazy good. That is for sure crazy good. We now have one of the best swords in the game. And it's like a QA in terms of damage. So I think we should be right, like out DPSing most people here now. Yeah, we should be out DPSing everyone here now. So our DPS is comfortably at 2QA actually. So 2QA DPS is kind of crazy, and we are burning our enemies as well. This is kind of crazy. So we're very strong now, which is kind of nice. I really like it. So we're gonna test it out later on in some dungeons actually. So, our top DPS right now is like 3 quadrillion DPS. I can't really show the top DPS right here because these enemies are dying like too quickly. So I think I'm just gonna show it like right here maybe, with this Golin right here. So our top DPS is around 3 quadrillion, but yeah, again, the enemies are dying so fast, bro. I think I'm doing the most damage there. The enemies are dying super fast. So yeah, 3 quadrillion DPS is my peak DPS right here. Alright, so to showcase the true potential and true power of this, I am going to be going to a S rank dungeon and basically soloing it, right? We're definitely gonna need all the damage that we can have here. So we're one-shotting them, like really comfortably too. They're pretty easy actually. Boop. We got an S rank Wind, which is a pretty cool unit, but he's pretty irrelevant now. The units are pretty irrelevant right now. This is the current sword meta. So yeah, it's currently the sword meta right now. The units don't really do that much. I mean, my summons don't really do much of anything at all. I'm mostly just relying on my damage. But yeah, this is an S rank dungeon and I'm soloing it all by myself. Okay, we're boss room right now. Obviously, I'm gonna try and get Julius, because, you know, to add to my collection, I'm gonna try and get Julius here. So the boss room should be right here, and this should take a few seconds. Yeah, because our DPS is super high. Okay, so we're averaging 2 quadrillion DPS, but I think at peaks, like if we, you know, activate our ability and crit, it can go all the way up to like 3 billion DPS. So we got a lot from that. We didn't get any dust or their powder dust, but we did get a few tickets and stuff, which is kind of nice. So if you are wondering how I got something like this, how I got basically my sword, you know, even though I just started, like literally if you watch my last video, I just started, but essentially how I did it is you're gonna need a lot of cash to do it. And you're also gonna need a relatively high DPS. And the reason for that is because if your DPS is not high enough, you will not get the kill to count. So for example, remember Ant King? Ant King has like a requirement of 30 trillion DPS in order for the kill to count and for you to get the cash, the gems, and to arise him. It's basically the same thing here. And the bosses and the HP of the newer maps are really high. It's in the quadrillion, even higher actually than some of the HP of the Ant King, So you are gonna need a lot of DPS basically. So somewhere around, in my opinion, the lowest one you can have is around 3 trillion, 4 trillion DPS, which is basically an entire team of SS rank 0. And without that, you are gonna struggle. One thing that you could also do is maybe start in Chainsaw Man Island and then get the sword from Chainsaw Man Island, enchant that, and then start farming stuff here. But again, you don't want to waste your dust because getting the dusts is super hard. So I think one of the best things that you could possibly do is just, you know, farm Beru or Ant King, or maybe get any of the other swords in the other island. And then once you have like 10 trillion DPS or more than that, you can start farming this right here. Again, you're gonna need to get your kill to count. If your DPS is too low, your kill won't count. And this right here is the only money farm that you can do, because it's the only one that gives enough cash for you to realistically get the site, for example. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and sub, and peace out.